When your battery goes dead, everything can come to a stop. Don't take a chance on getting stranded. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and get your battery tested free of charge. If your battery does need to be replaced, O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you find the exact Superstart battery that fits your car or truck at a guaranteed low price. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea-sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish the tea. And your dish darlings, with Big Meach.
Can't wait. Time to dish tea with Big Meach. Time to dish tea with Big Meach. Time to dish tea with Big Meach. Time to dish tea with Big Meach.
Darling. hello out there in Blog Talk Radio land here in the glorious United States of America and across the globe. Hello to all of my children, honey, and tea sippers over there in Ireland and Italy and France and the Caribbean islands. And we got children over there in Anchorage, and we have children over there in all forms of Asia and carrying on. Child, we are global, and I thank you for it. Honey, you know what time it is, honey. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea, and you're dishing a tea, darlings, with Big Meach. What's going on, babies? Yes. I have to officially say Happy New Year to all of you. This is our first show of the year. And you guys know, honey, I'm in school and carrying on. And in between being here on the radio, because we're looking to do some new things, we have been Facebook Living. So I'm trying to get some visuals with everything and all of this. So I know you guys have been following me. And all of that. If you have not, then go to the website, www.dishingtea.com, for more information on how you can follow and subscribe to all of those particular postings. Yes, I'm doing a couple of videos and doing them live, baby. So, so that's what we've been doing. But here on the radio platform, my darling, we got some new and exciting things coming down the pipeline for you. That's why I'm in school, honey, learning how to perfect my craft. How about that? So that we can get some things up and running. This particular August will be our 9th year on air, so I'm looking to do some wonderful, wonderful things and to bring some nuances to you, darlings. Yeah. So that's what's been going on here. For those of you who are new to Dishing Tea with Big Meach, let me welcome you now and say thanks for coming on in. And all of those lovely old lovelies, honey. So what we're finna do, I'm finna get ready to launch the tea room, honey. I did not open up the tea room. That's our chat room over there. So if you want to go over there and follow the show and want to communicate, you're more than welcome to do that. Please make sure that you sign up. Like you do with any social media page, it's free to sign. Just go on over there and put your information in, and that way you get to communicate and respond back and forth. Otherwise, you just have to sit there and watch and just partake as folks are going back and forth. Now, let me say this. Please do and understand and know that I want you guys to come over here and dish your tea in the tea room responsibly, please. Honey, this is the written word, and oftentimes, because we're reading this stuff, you end up thinking that somebody's trying to neck roll your finger snap, you do the girlfriend move on you or whatever, because you cannot hear them speak. And because you're just reading this, sometimes, because you don't know the way that they talk or their vocal affectations, you may think they're trying to come out of a bag on you. However, that may not be the case. It's okay to disagree. Just don't be disagreeable. Because if I come in and see that y'all over here cutting up, I'm going to cut you out. Yes, I will. Yes, I will, honey. Okay. Now, here, let me say this right here and right now. Dishing Tea with Big Meach is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program are not intended for children or anyone who is not mature and or responsible enough to handle the subject matters at hand. So, your listening discretion is advised. I will repeat. Dishing Tea with Big Meach is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program are not intended for children or anyone who is not mature and or responsible enough to handle the situations at hand. So your listening discretion is advised. Now, you guys know my birthday season is vastly approaching. Beginning February 28th to April 2nd, we will be officially in birthday season. I will be 48 years young, so I've earned the right to every 3, 4, 5, 17, 52, 193 syllable and or letter word that comes out of my mouth, honey. So I don't know what bag I'm coming out of. Just know that I may be coming out of one. And I am not going to allow any of you bitches to see me at the Walgreens, the Walmart, the Dollar Tree, the Dollar General, honey, the Pick and Save, the Saks Fifth Avenue. I could be at Neiman Marcus. I don't care where the hell I am. If I'm on Marta or if I'm on in my damn Malibu somewhere. You will not come up to me and say that you have got demerits or you got anything reprehending you because of something that I said and I've done, honey. We will not accept that. Please consider yourselves warned and govern yourselves accordingly. If you're at work, now is the time for you to turn your volumes down to a respectful level or put your headphones on, children. If you're at home and you got kids in this room with you, honey, put them in the other room with the other flat screen and let them watch Dora or SpongeBob or Big Bird and Snuffleupagus, honey, or somebody, honey, Kate, Allie, Cagney, and Lacey, honey, I don't care. Put them over there in the other room because now is the time for the grown and sexy to become the seasoned and sophisticated. How about that? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay? So having said all that, please govern yourselves accordingly, okay? On a somber note, let me do this here because I've got to get through today because for those of you who've been following me, y'all know, honey, I know y'all thought me being off the air may have meant that I was in the hospital this time. No, I'm just in school and carrying on and just been needed to take a little piece of a break because of how things are working and my time has just been a little pressed. Plus, you know, in bringing on new celebrities and things, we're trying to work out some schedules and things for those who we have coming. So, but you guys know that this particular week is very, very, very hard for me because it was 5 years ago today that I lost my brother. On the 18th of this month, 3 days ago, it was me on the table, and I almost lost my life. But instead of me passing, my brother passed. So this particular week is very that way for me. And today that we're on the air for the first time for 2018, commemorating his death is very significant. And y'all know I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything is happening for a reason. And I really believe that me coming on today is the momentum that I need to push forward. My brother was one of my greatest cheerleaders, and even though I'm the firstborn, he's like a son to me, or was like a son to me. And, you know, his passing, as my little nephew says, honey, he got his angel, this is his angel birthday. So my brother is now 5 in angel years, honey. So we're going to keep that up. So I'm asking you guys to just keep my family up in love and light today. I want to do a special shout-out to my sister-in-law, my sister-in-love, his wife, Sharon, and to his 3 children. You know, keep them up for me and, with me because, you know, we're all putting all this together. And, of course, keep my mother up because, you know, we got 2 different dynamics. You got the mother who lost a child, and you got the wife who lost a husband, you know, so all their worlds have just collided and things of that nature. So just hold them up for me, and that would be that. So like I said, that was a somber note. However, that there is my grand announcement for the day. I don't have a lot of community announcements to give to you right now. Next week and stuff, I will have more involvement with the community. I just want to be glad to be here on the air with you, okay? So, having said all that, let me lighten up the note, honey. Okay, fluff up, baby. Miss Patty will say, fluff up, honey. Fluff up. So we're going to fluff and get it together. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to a little commercial break. When we come back, my darlings, I'm so excited to do this today. This young man and I have worked together on a project. Oh, God. What? Oh, wait a minute. This is 2018. Now, we did this back in 10, 11? Damn, it's been that long already? Anyway, we worked on the project together, and his spirit has just been so effervescent to me. And we didn't get a chance to really vibe at that time because we were working. But in the meantime and in between time, honey, he has come out with a brand new project, and I'm excited to help introduce it and share it with you and carry it on. So when we come back from this commercial break, my very, 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 very special guest today, you heard him in the opening, honey, Mr. Soul Singer, the crooner himself, honey, Mr. Blu Mitchell, will be with us. So let my sponsors and my little people say a couple of words to you, baby. And when we come back, honey, I'm going to ask him to, I call it the name of the show today is Make My Brown Eyes Blue, honey. Come on, children. Okay? So having said all that, darling, I will see you guys in just a few moments. Let me get this thing on and popping.
Dishing Tea Entertainment, deliciously exposing your palate to a cornucopia of rainbow-colored dreams and a black and white reality, while cultivating the masses through a delicate blend of stage, screen, television, radio, print, and social media initiatives. For more information about Dishing Tea Entertainment, call Big Meach at 404-914-5610 or visit www.dishingtea.com. D Created Boutique offers the most unique selection of high-quality handcrafted infant and children custom outfits, tutus, blankets, headbands, cloth diapers, women's handbags, and much more. We're conveniently located at 19480 Livernois Avenue, Detroit, Michigan, on the famous Avenue of Fashion Shopping District. For more information, contact us at 313-744-9002. D Created Boutique, a one-stop destination for fashionable families.
Trigg Laboratories manufactures premium sexual wellness and consumer healthcare products and is the parent company of Wet International Incorporated, one of the world's best-selling lines of personal lubricants and intimacy products. We carry a large variety of personal and flavored lubricants, flavored heating massage lotions, and aromatherapy heating massage oils. Whether you need a little or a lot, Wet has you covered. Our line of high-quality, innovative, and unique products are formulated using only the finest ingredients at our FDA-approved facility, meeting the strictest manufacturing standards. Wet is available worldwide at specialty stores and online retailers and at pharmacies nationwide. For more information or to find a retailer near you, log on to www.stayswetlonger.com. Trigg Laboratories. We create fun, quality, trusted products to innovate your intimacy.
Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in urban culture and lifestyle. Spearheaded by the Henry Hingers of hip-hop, Mr. Angelo Ellaby, Double Exposure serves to educate its clients about the dollars and cents of the music industry. For more information about Double Exposure Media Relations, call 201-224-6510. 201-224-6510. Double Exposure Media Relations.
All right. We are back. If you're just tuning in and would like to come in on the conversation, if you would like to talk to our guest today, the number to call here is 347-205-9183. That's 347-205-9183. Press the number 1. Just hit it one time. You will hit the prompt to say you are now in the host queue. When you hear that, that means that you're here on my system. That means your hand is raised, and I will get to you at the appropriate time, okay? So, great evening, great day. Hello there, and grand risings to all of you, my tea sippers. I do hope and pray that all is moving and grooving with you, darlings, okay? Because today, we're going to introduce to some and present to others a singer many of you may have already known of, you heard of, but really may not know exactly who he is, child. You've seen him in the likes of First Sunday with Cat Williams and Ice Cube. You've seen him in Soul Kitten Cabaret with Fantasia and Faith Evans. He has toured with Luther Vandross and Phil Perry and Will Downing and Brian McKnight. This brother here is a soul singer, a singer, okay? Who is doing his thing and has released a new project, Blue-Eyed Soul. And he will tantalize, titillate, or tempt your soul into wanting to be grooving with him and that special someone in that special way, honey. Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Blu Mitchell will be dishing tea with Big Meach about this new project, his experiences on the stage with the legendary folks that we've mentioned that he's already toured with, and we're going to be understanding what is to come from him in the very near future. So, honey, I know you got all of your crumpets together, baby, because it is time to sit down here and dish tea. Welcome to the show. This is Mr. Blu Mitchell. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, baby?
Hey, you got it, baby. It's all moving and grooving on this end, honey.
What's going on, dog?
Baby, we are sitting up here. This last little piece that we just played, Young Dr. Feelgood from your first project, honey, Out of the Blue, has just been riveting my soul, honey. I'm like, oh, my goodness, honey. This here, I'm one who like to make the homemade little mixtapes of carrying on to put in the mood and carrying on. And I also do what I call learning to love myself playlist. And usually I take all of those songs that you would sing to a boo, and you put them on the playlist, and then you sing them to yourself for motivation. And this here is one of those particular songs that I think will, motivate you in learning how to love yourself in that particular kind of way. So thank you for all that you do.
Good, baby.
Ha! Okay, so now let's do this. I want to get into, first off, we're going to start off with the basics and things. And I want you, in your own words, to introduce yourself to the people. For those who may not know who Blu Mitchell is, what is this whole amalgamation of this composite of a person? Who is Blu Mitchell?
Blu Mitchell is just a brother with a compassionate soul of vocal. That's the way he expresses himself. I mean, that's one of the ways that he expresses himself by pushing this, being the vessel that God gave, this talent to, and just enjoying it. I actually, it's what I love to do. I love to sing, but I love being able to tell my story in a melody. Because I truly believe that a song has no substance without a melody. The melody makes you remember the words. It makes you remember the story. It's the melody that you hear that make you feel the music.
Okay, now.
So Blu Mitchell is just a man who becomes substance by the melody of life.
Ooh. Wait a minute. You got me waiting to exhale, child. That was good. Okay, it's a man who becomes substance, okay, with the melody of life. Ow! That's hot. Oh, that is hot, Blue. Shit. Okay. That's hot. Okay. So now let's get into this, because for someone who loves to sing, and we hear that a lot, this is my passion, this is my calling. What was that for you? When was the moment that you realized, okay, you know what, this is it. This is what I can do come sleeping, whether you pay me or not, this is what I'm going to do. What was that moment for you?
What was that moment for me? Well, I guess that moment would be, everybody has a go-to of something that brings them peace.
Mm-hmm.
Something that takes them to a place of Shangri-La in the understanding of that makes them comfortable. And I want to say that it became that for me because it was my go-to, and still is my go-to of peace. I mean, still is my go-to of peace. I owe a lot of money to music. I owe a lot of money to music as my counseling. For real.
Okay.
It has God gave me my own outlet to grab hold to, something that would help me when things were going up and down. It was my go-to, and so when it became that a long time ago. When I was a child, that's when it became that. Because
all right. Now see, yeah, I always tell folks that go-to moment. See, that there when you know it's a gift because you do it so effortlessly. And also in those peaceful moments, I really believe that's how we commune with the Creator. That takes us right back to basics, and that's our communication to God, or however you choose to term that. And
right.
I really believe that it's in that quiet space that you find your peace, your harmony, some of your answers that you're looking for to maneuver you and carry it on. I really believe that that's how one of the areas that God communicates with us, because as you well know, music is, I think, God's perfect language, because everything any and everything you want to do, good, bad, or indifferent, you can find a song or a hum something that's going to fortify that. It's going to take you right there.
Right.
So, yes, I'm right there with you, brother. So now let's go here because, okay, you done found this is your muse and carrying on. When was it that you had stepped into the place of saying this is going to be a profession? When you made that transition and said, okay, wow, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to study. We got to learn what equipment is. We got to learn how to book radio time, studio time. What was that moment for you, and how was that transition?
I was signed to Motown when I was 17 years old, when Berry Gordy was still running Motown.
Oh, wow.
And so at teen, I did my first debut, and did my parents had set up for me. It was probably about 400 people, and I full band, full choir. Did the whole debut at 16, and from there I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. And we're talking about a 16-year-old doing a 2-hour show, including intermission. So from there I said, okay, I want to do records. I want to do records. But the problem was I was a soprano / first tenor. So I had an adult voice, but I had a high adult voice at the same time. So the balance in between made it hard to do records at the time. It made it hard to do records at the time because of the transition of my voice. You know, I had one part of my voice was so adult, and the other part of my voice was, you know, the Harlem Boys Choir.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
You know.
Now, wait. Now,
So
how was that
thing.
for you? How was that for you during that transition? Because at one point in time, I know what that is. Because when I was a kid, Denise Williams' "Silly" used to be my warm-up song. I used to be able to hit all of those notes. You understand? Effortlessly.
Oh yeah.
And it was when I turned 14, oh my God, and I always blame my mama for this, and I'm kind of mad at her still. I was 14, I had a little girlfriend at the time, and I was singing Patti LaBelle's Love, Need, and Want, okay? And my mother yelled out the window, she said, "Meechy." I said, "Yes." She said, "Sing that song the way you talk." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, sing that song like how you talk." And, you know, so I'm in my little ranges and stuff, and I said, "Mama, that don't sound right because the song don't sound like that, right?" Well, I went back to try to sing in my lovely old falsetto, so I thought, and that's what broke my voice. My voice popped then to where all of that little cutesy high stuff that I thought was natural only comes to me on a good day, honey, when I'm in the spirit. Okay. So what was that for you? You know, when you were going through vocal changes and it became the fuller adult sound that we have today?
Grown. We even talking about, even after that album I did on Motown, which was produced by Dwayne Wiggins from Tony. I was still, and I'm still first tenor, but I was still way up in there. My transition probably has happened between 25 and 30. I have more depth. I have more bottom to my voice than I had before. Still have a very high range, but I have more bottom than I had before. And so it's been a while. I didn't transition that much as a young man. It didn't transition that much, probably because I was taking vocal lessons, and that controlled and helped with making the transition go slower. Excuse me. So I really can't tell you when it dropped. It just dropped.
Okay, but you had a smooth transition into it. See, mine was just like,
I had
bam,
a smooth transition.
And I was evil.
Yeah, mine was smooth. Mine was smooth, and it was because I was taking vocal lessons.
Oh, yeah. Lord. Then I had to learn how to appreciate my lows. See, being a baritone bass, I had to learn how to appreciate that, you know, and understand it has its own color, because usually the bass line, honey, yeah, we love the bass, but the bass is just a solo note as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's like boom, 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 boom. You know, you just stay there. And it's like, really, Lord, why can't I do the, how come I can't? But no, but I've learned how to work it on my own. So now that we're into this full adult voice, you know, this whole sound that now, you know, what I like to call the panty throwing sound, you know, where folks could get down there and, you know, it resonates to a soul and it resonates to a person. And actually, you know how speakers do us when the music is in the speakers and it get into that crawl in your back, baby, and your voice is able to do that. How has that been an asset to you?
Asset to me, because I will say that bottom, that Luther bottom, that Will Downey bottom, that it's I would have to describe it as sitting in front of a fireplace when it's cold. It just makes you feel warm and cozy inside. So when I deliver it, that's what it does to the audience. It takes the chill off of their life, and make them feel warm and cozy inside.
You better say that poetry, Mr. Man. Shit. Okay, now. I love it. So, here's the question. Between the album that you did on Motown, Out of the Blue, and your current new release that we have, okay, Blue Eyed Soul, which, you know, I'm going to talk about that in a minute because you're stuck with these blue eyes on this cover, baby. I told you, I'm living for you for that. Okay. What would you say would be your most progression, your most positive progression in your sound and what you're going to deliver with this project?
When you listen to Out of the Blue, what you hear is that young crystal purity. That voice has it's so pure. You know what I mean? It's untainted by anything. You know, untainted by smog, air, coffee, anything. It's completely pure. So when you're listening to it, you hear those notes are so effortlessly clear. This record, at this age, what the difference is there. It was that album was that young clear voice, like that young boy that could just jump over the fence at the drop of a hat. This album is the cool cat that while the young boy is jumping over the fence, I just open the gate and walk on the other side.
Come on.
So that's the difference between that record and this record. But as far as substance, as far as structure of music, and as far as melody content and telling the story, you got the same thing, baby.
Come on now.
You know.
What you say? Come on now. We just got a little maturity, honey.
Yeah. The difference is when I was cooking that record, it was completely talent that was cooking that record. This record, it's not just talent, but it's the years of making those dishes and putting a little more different seasoning in it till I've made perfection.
Come on now.
So, you know what I'm saying? Before you were impressed. From this album, you'll be blessed.
Come on now. Okay, come on now. We got a little experience up under this one, honey. We got a little life lessons, you know.
We got life lessons, you know. Yes, definitely.
Okay, which is that there speaks to everything. Before we go into this, I've got to play this song from the forthcoming project. Actually, no, it's released. This song here has just tickled me because we've all been here. We've all been here. As a matter of fact, I think, hell, if you read people's profile pages, they always say, look, I don't need no more damn friends, okay? I don't need no more friends, okay?
That's
the whole idea is this, child. You know, I'm looking for what I'm looking for. I don't need no damn friends at the moment, blah, blah, blah. But this song resonates with me. I want to introduce this to the children. Right now, honey, from Blue Eyed Soul, honey, this is No More Friends. Take a listen.
It's been a long time since I had someone special in my life, someone I could call my own, someone I could share my home, looking for the match to me, and in this world I wanna be them. They wanna be here but they don't, they wanna be there but they won't. I don't know what life has in store for me, but this time I don't wanna play games. So I say they down to the end. When it seems like hope is gone, you done packed your shit and gone. I don't need no more friends. This up and down never wins. Whatever I'm going through, I can make it without you. Hey, hey, hey. I'm dating just to pass the time, 'cause my heart's still stuck in rewind. Can't fast forward to the right space. Can't find love in the right place. Gotta let them go, but I don't. Wish I could stay, but I won't. It's all but a mystery to me, what love really means to me. I don't know what life has in store for me, but this time I don't wanna play games. So I say, I don't need no more friends. They say they down to the end. When it seems like hope is gone, you done packed your shit and gone. I don't need no more friends. This up and down never wins. Whatever I'm going through, I can make it without you. Just when you think you have found your way, you feel more lost, and you're searching for a brighter, brighter day. If you believe that you can find your way, then you will see that the world hasn't seen the best of you. 'Cause I don't need no more friends. They say they down to the end. When it seems like hope is gone, you done packed your shit and gone. I don't need no more friends. This up and down never wins. Whatever I'm going through, I can make it without you. Make it without you. Hey, 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 babe, I can make it without you. I don't need no more friends. I can make it without you. Hey, hey, I can make it without you. I don't need no more friends. I can make it without you. Hey, I can make it without you. I don't need no more friends. I can make it without you. Hey, 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 babe, I can make it without you.
Yes, honey. Yes. I don't need no more friends, damn it. Okay, listen. Okay? Listen.
That's real talk.
And we've all been there. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there. When I first heard this song, it just resonated with me immediately. Because, you know, listen, breakups or when things go awry, even if it's a platonic relationship, you know, oftentimes we just need to cut it loose. Ain't no need to try to hold on to nothing or sit down there and say, well, we could just be friends. You know what, bitch, no. Because, see, your kind of friendship is toxic. because I want to take it here, you trying to take it there, and we ain't meeting nowhere in the damn middle. So no, if I'm gonna be bad, I could do bad by my damn self. You going about your business, I'm going about mine. It was cute while it lasted, but deuces. You know, that just
that's real tough.
That just it resonates with me. You know, I mean, oh God.
That's real tough.
Let's go into the overall look of this particular project. What is your message? Yeah, the overall tone of it. Yeah.
Okay, so the title of Blue Eyed Soul is just understanding of this. We as black artists who have been doing R&B and music for years we can't get our own music played. We can't get it sold. We can't get it played and charted. But someone with blue eyes can sing our same song and sell records like it's the newest thing God ever put breath in. And so my spoof was Blue Eyed Soul. It has nothing to do with your blue eyes. You either have soul or you don't.
Right.
It's either good music or it's not. Accept the music for what it is and forget about all the other stuff. Yeah, we created and we ain't telling nobody they can't sing our style of music. Not at all. But give us the just due and respect of the opportunity of our music being played, placed, and appreciated in the same form.
How about that? Because, you know, the cover worked me. When I saw you with these damn blue eyes on, I said, ah! Because immediately when I first heard it, the title, immediately that's what I went to Frank Sinatra. I went to, you know, just older cats like that because that's what they were talking about. You know, that whole blue-eyed soul movement that was once the thing back in that particular era. But then, as it progressed and migrated, you know, I mean, hell, Tina Marie has been deemed the Ivory Queen of Soul. You know,
you either have it or you don't have it. She had it.
And she had it, okay?
She had it.
Then now,
and it had nothing to do with her being white.
Exactly. She was just a singer. But now we have Justin Timberlake. We got Adele, Josh Stone. Well, she's on hiatus at the moment. And you know, folks in that particular caliber. Hell, Celine Dion for that matter. You know.
Look, and I'm fans of all of them. I mean, I am fans of all, and I'm glad that they're keeping it alive. But we're being pushed out.
How about that? And that there is where the Stephanie Mills was on Sister Soul Circle. That's my sister right there. That's my little big sister.
Right.
And when she laid that out like that and just said, you know, they want to hear it, but they don't want to hear it from us. You know, they are appreciating it from, you know, those particular artists, but they don't want to hear it from us, and that's where the discord is. Melba Moore said to me that she said, well, you know, at this day and age, we have to find our audience. So most of the time she's overseas working because over here in her hometown, because you can't get airplay or because the radio stations are where R&B and soul has now been reduced to, you know, a hip hop soul kind of thing, or you've been, you know, they're trying to recategorize it as a neo soul movement, and even that has been broken down into spoken word and this, that, and the other, to where it's different. So the true singers are having a hard time trying to, you know, forge through, or at least have a platform that's going to allow them to be heard, you know, to be heard. So now, with that being the tone, the particular project, is there any song on here that stands out to you that may set you up personally? That said, okay, I put this song on here specifically because this here is indicative of me.
To be honest with you, the whole record is me. Every last one of them, because I wrote, and along with my partners, Fred Dismute and Jahan Smith, and then we had a couple of friend writers on it, just a couple of them, and but. It is definitely, the whole record is me. It's situations of around my life and in my life. So friends that are in my life, when they listen to the record, they go, "That's me." I know you wrote that. It was what was going on in my life. You know what I mean? Like, It's completely me. It's completely me. It reads like a book.
Okay, dig that. Now let's go here, because as you're able to write and pull from your experiences, being on the road with a Luther Vandross and a Phil Perry and a Will Downing and a Brian McKnight, what were some of the jewels that you were able to pull from those experiences that helped to shape Blu Mitchell?
Actually, Ro was. We and Will did a day together in Boston and Connecticut. Me and Brian was on the same, basically same label, Polygram, and so we did a couple of Polygram events. And Luther, I did background on a couple of tunes. One that didn't make the project, but the other one was for a animation. And then Phil Perry, I did this song with, I was in this group called Trevu, and I did this song with, we had sang before, but the first time, after that, but first time it was actually Phil Perry, Carl Carlton, Leon Haywood, and we did this Homeless Project album. And working with all of them was amazing in the understanding of you have a thing in your mind of what they do to deliver or capture that essence that they have, and so to watch them do it tripped me out. Like when the first time I saw Phil Perry, and I was young, you didn't smoke when you sing. I didn't believe any singers smoke. And we went to the studio, and Phil Perry had went through, he was smoking for then. He don't smoke anymore, but he was smoking for real. And I was there sitting up there with my mouth open, wondering how he could have that crispy, high-pitched sound. And he smoked like, he was a chain smoker. And he said that the smoking that is what gave him the rasp, because his voice was so high. And so it gave his voice some grit when he recorded. And I was like, okay, so everybody had different nuances of things, of rituals that they would do to set the tone in their vocal delivery.
Okay. See, I'm processing what you just said, and I'm picturing in my head just going into a studio or being around in the workspace, and then I know I've been in the recording studio a couple of times, and this, that, and the other, and the whole idea of it, I have a whole new respect for singers, because hell, I know being in the studio, this child can tell me, okay, I need some more. I need more. I'm like, more of what? Shit, hell, I don't know what, and it was making me mad. And I think he was trying to do that on purpose to possibly get a sound or something out of me. But it was frustrating the shit out of me. And because of that, I have such a respect for the art because it's like, okay, it's just us and we're trying to do this, and oh my God. But then just to be in that creative space with, those who are legends to us and carrying on and be like, wow, this is how you work, and okay, maybe if I can learn how to do this, and oh, that's how you did that. Oh, that kind of thing. It's tripping my mind out for a second because I wish I had an opportunity to have been around a Luther because, I've heard many different stories about his perfectionism and some of his superstitions, if you will,
right.
that created that sound for him. Will Downing being just the one of the quintessential baritone voices, honey, that we have, that's already everything for me. So to have that in your pedigree is just absolutely amazing to me.
Yeah, it was.
But now
it was great watching all of them.
But now having that as a foundation, how is it that you've been able to build with and have your own sound and not have you classified as, because now the music now, Usher, Chris Brown, Neo, Justin Timberlake, you don't know the difference between them. Tyrese, they all sound the same until they get into a part of the song where they may have a signature run or something that they've learned how to personalize their sound. But for the most part, unless you bought the record to see the picture on the record or whatever, you don't know who's who. Okay? So how is
Everybody
it that you've been able to maintain
like
your
you, right?
individuality?
Everybody was sounding the same, and everybody was sounding the same. They were making all of our male vocalists sound lightweight.
Yeah.
And so yes, everybody was sounding the same, and we had lost all of the Luthers, the Will Downies, the even the Christopher Williams, the Johnny Gills. We had lost all that power vocal, Teddy Pendergrass type vocals, individuals. How was I able to be individual? I guess do what I do best. Use my vocal range to what I do best. Look, here's the worst thing for artists, and this is the worst thing for artists. Throughout my career and throughout every artist's career that could sing and win this journey, when a group would take off, let's say New Edition took off, Boyz II Men took off, Johnny Gill took off. When something would pop, that was all the record company was looking for. When Mary J. Blige, so you would be an artist developing your style. They'd hear you, but then they would want to convert you to what was cracking at the moment. And a lot of our artists have spent the majority of the time chasing someone else's style because that's what the record company was making them have.
Powerful.
That was the record company was asking them to do. And so they wasn't able to deliver what was inside of them because to get the deal, which was supposed to be so precious, the record company wanted you to, everybody wanted the Mary J. Blige. Everybody wanted the Monica. Everybody wanted the Brandy. Everybody wanted, so that's all they were lining up. And so they were taking your whole style and structure of whatever was supposed to come out of you and dialing it to, either dialing it down or dialing it up to the artist that they wanted to compete with. And a lot of our artists have completely lost themselves.
Wow.
A lot of our talented artists lost themselves.
That speaks volumes. because you just gave me the answer to my next question. My next question is the transition into music, because here you were able to I was on this label and I was on this label, and now that music has become so independent, to where now record labels are more so just for your distribution now.
Right.
What has been one of the hardest things that you had to do with the adjustment, in coming to how music is being delivered and how it's made and how it's being distributed and carried on?
The adjustment. Here's the adjustment. The adjustment is when you're with the record company, it's like buying frozen food.
Okay.
A hungry man's dinner. You just put it in the stove or the microwave, and after so many minutes, you got a meal. When you're doing your own record independently, you know how each thing has been prepared. Food group that you make of this meal has been prepared. So you understand the business of making something with substance. When you're artist under a record company, you're spending all your time being an artist, making a record, blah, blah, blah. You're spending all your time doing that part. And the business side, you don't even jump on that side because the record company is doing it all. And they don't want you on that side. So you don't somebody asked you a question on the business side, you can't really answer it. They ask you something on the music side, you got it. But when you're doing independent, man, look, you know both sides of the street.
Okay.
You know both sides of the street. So that's is the challenge. Look, let me say something. I loved Out of the Blue record. I love that whole transition. I love doing that record. I love the process. Dwayne Wiggins was a blessing. I love that whole Matisse Ewell. They were all. I love that whole understanding. But on this record, this project, I feel better about this project because I am involved in this project all the way around. When you finish a record for a record company, you just hand it over to them. You hand it over to them. You allow them to do what they do. You allow them to do what they do. Now, that means you put your career in their hands. Sometimes it works out for the best for people, and sometimes it don't. A lot of times artists don't even know what their record sold, what it did. It might not have went gold, it might not have went platinum, but do you even know what it did?
Right.
Right.
How about that?
Independently, it just made you more involved.
Okay.
It just made you more involved.
Interesting. Now, here, let me play another song from the album right now. This one here, baby, Fool for Love. Yeah. Okay, yeah, baby. It's going to speak for itself. Here we go.
Yeah. It seems like life is so funny. One time you're up, another time you're down. I had this situation that put me in a situation that I just couldn't understand. It had to do with love now. Listen to my story. How could I have been so blind not to have seen what was on your mind? Things you said to me let me know that the love we shared was out the door. So what am I supposed to do when I have this love for you? And what am I supposed to feel when this pain is so, so real. Fool for love, baby, fool for me. 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 Where did I go wrong? How could this be?
Come on through now. Come on through with live instrumentation on this, child. This ain't synthesized. Come on through.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to my boy Big Tone. He passed away in August, but I'd have to give a shout out, man. That's my dude, man. He produced that with me. And Food for Love is a food. Food for Love is a food for pain. Man, that's real talk right there.
Hello, listen. You know what? You tell those screaming heifers in that background. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Vivian Love.
You hear me?
Vivian Love, Siobhan. You know they killed it. Yeah, I mean, man, they killed. Vivian arranged a lot on this record.
Oh,
they killed
honey. Oh my God. See, well, again, music. I'm stuttering. See, this is. Wait a minute. Calm down. This is how music works me because I start stuttering because I'm thinking too fast and trying to explain it, and it's like because it hits everybody differently, and everybody ain't me. Even though when I'm trying to explain music, I want them to be so it can be in my head so we can vibe together. This particular song here, see, it's a feel good song, but at the same time, the message in it is one of them. It's a life lesson that all of us either we learn to deal with it, we learn to accept it, because we've all been there being a fool for somebody. And most of the time, we love being a fool for somebody when it's cute. See, and this particular song here got that cuteness to it. It's like, okay, times are good. Yeah, you get on my damn nerves, boo, but okay, I got you. It's one of them kind of songs. But yet, at the same time, we're able to look at relationships and not take ourselves so seriously, not sit down there and wallow in self-pity when things go bad, and this, that, and the other. See, all that resonates with me in this particular song. Food for love is a food for pain, yeah, okay, but we also know how to bring ourselves up out of it and carry that. Everything about that is what I hear from this particular track. I'm like, and then, of course, with this little jazz in it and carrying on, honey, that's the feel good in it, because that's what life is all about. Okay, I'm going to take a chance with you, baby. I'm going to ride or die until you fuck up, and we know the major fuck ups, okay? Ride or die until you give a major fuck up to where you go your way, I go mine, So, yeah, baby, that track is, yeah, come on now. That's that's everything for me. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so in transitioning from singing to acting, because we said earlier, you've done First Sunday and carrying on with Cat and Ice Cube and this, that, and the third. You and I met on the set of Soul Kitten Cabaret with Nikki Gilbert and Fantasia and Faith Evans. Our boy Dave Tolliver was on that particular show as well. Monifa, my girl. Okay. Expanding your brand and going into the acting element of it, or being on stage in some of the plays and carrying on. Was that a natural progression for you, or were you using it as a vehicle to say, okay, let me introduce expand my audience so folks could see who I'm about, hear me, this, that, and the other. What was all that for you?
It was a natural progression, but the understanding of it was I was so focused on the record, the singing part. But my partner, Brett Dismute, introduced me to Dave Talbot. And Dave Talbot called me on the phone and was like, and this was really my first acting gig. Called me on the phone and he was like, hey, this is Dave Talbot, my man. This Blu Mitchell. I said, yeah, this Blu Mitchell. He said, well, I want you to sing for me. Now that's over the phone. And I was like, okay. So I sing for him on the phone. He said, all right, now when you get back into the city, meet me at this certain spot. Tell me, meet me at this restaurant. I want to talk to you. So we sat down. He gave me a script. Let me read a little bit of it. he said, okay, I haven't finished developing this character, but I want you to read this script, and when I call you, I want you to tell me who this character is. And I said, okay. So a few months went by. I've been working on this character. You know, like I said, it was my first time. And then I got the phone call to show up. And when I got the phone call to show up, it was with the rest of these cast members. Trinice Cobbins, Andre Petrie.
That's my girl.
You know, and Terry Dexter, you know. And he said, we do a reading. And we do this reading, and I opened up my mouth, and the play was called Love in the Nick of Time, starring Morris Chestnut. And I did the reading, and when I finished the reading, he fell out laughing and said, "You really actually found it. What made you find this person?" Hey, I had been working on it for a while. It was the spirit. I don't know, but we had locked it in, and we did 8 months of 4,000. I mean, of 8 months of I think the lowest crowd we had was 2,500. The majority of it was 4,000 to 5,000. We did 8 shows a week, and we hit every major city for 8 months. And then we shot it to DVD. So it was Morris Chestnut, Elliot English played Jamie Foxx's auntie. It was Avant, the singer, R&B singer Avant. Trinice Cobbins, Andre Petrie, Terry Dexter, and Coco Brown, our COCO, the spoken word artist, and Blu Mitchell. And it was so amazing to hit that stage every night for 8 months. I decided to do a little more. And then I came right off and did First Sunday. I came off and did First Sunday.
Cool.
So, you know, I've done a few more stage plays, but it's a whole different world. It's definitely a whole different world. It's a whole different craft. It's just like anything else. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared in your craft and whatever it is.
Okay. So are you looking to do more stage work, or with this album now being on the front burner, are you looking to do what the album is going to do and how it's going to carry you, or are you just open to it all?
I'm open to it all, but I am focused on this record and the next record. I've already started into the next record because when you drop a record, they want to see how you're gonna come on the next one, and really to do a real to tell a real story. It's a body of work. It's a body of work, so you got to keep that body of work and that river flowing.
Dig that. So now, I love asking this particular question of artists, because we know the business is always sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And we know the perils that many people fall into when they lose themselves to the sex and the scandals, to the drug and then the scandal, to the rock and roll and the scandal. How is it that Blu Mitchell has been able to avoid the tabloids and to avoid that kind of press?
Hey, look, Blu Mitchell ain't perfect, and I don't believe anybody is. I guess I guess God has kept his hands over me in that understanding, and then he watched over me all the way in that understanding until I got old enough to have some sense, and I just don't do the things I used to do.
Okay.
I don't go to the places.
How about that?
To go.
Okay. And here's I think a lot of people, particularly the public, I think that we treat it unfairly to think that, celebrities and those who we idolize and carry on live in this little glass box or, this little bubble, and we forget about the human side of everyone. At the same time, we encourage, a lot of the debauchery and carrying on. You see that a lot in the hip-hop rap world and things of that nature, the rambunctiousness and carrying on. I work hotel security, child, so I know anytime that goddamn entourage come in, child, and they loud and carrying on, they're going to end up tearing up a room. And it's crazy, but for whatever reasons, the public think that there is a rite of passage, and then we have a lot of people who come in thinking that there is what they're supposed to do in order for this image, in order to get this reputation, in order to have the better record sales. And now with social media being what it is, it goes out there, very quickly with the touch of a button off of your phone and carrying on. You upload it, it's out there. So I think it's unfair to say that or to think that folks are supposed to be inhuman. At the same time, I think those of us who take that for granted, the public gonna forgive me. All I have to do is this, and carrying on, and the public will forgive me. And yet, at the same time, when folks get tired of it, and they turn their backs, then all of a sudden there's no more record sales, there's no more this, there's no more that. And then we run into the whole depression game and, are you a has-been or where you been kind of thing. So how, in between albums and carrying on, you've still been able to tour, you've still been able to find work.
Right.
How have you been able to balance yourself, in between not having, something that was constantly playing on the radio and this, that, and the other? How were you able to balance that without succumbing to some of the nays and all of that the public put on you?
Look, I'll say it like this. So the first single is called "Standing Ovation," and what made that single come about was so when you're on the road performing, and this is the one thing that entertainers have the blessing of having, when you are performing, when you're on the road, when you deliver who you are and put it all on the stage, you get instant gratification of what people think about you. Now, just think about if every time you walked into the house, after a woman walks into a house, a mother, a father, a grandmother, the mailman walks into a situation, and people would stand up and give them a standing ovation, giving them the gratitude of what they think about the work that they give every day. People go to work every day, 9 to 5, 2 jobs every day, come home, lay in the bed to go back to work the next day, and don't get any appreciation. But as entertainers, we get our instant gratification right then and there. We get what people feel about our delivery of what we did for them on that stage as an entertainer, period. And so let me tell you something. It can be a depression in itself. You be on the road. Every night you got somebody clapping their hands and giving you a standing ovation. And when that road is over and you come home to the normalcy of life, and ain't nobody there to clap, ain't nobody there to say thank you, that could be a depression in its own, which is what sends artists into depression. They don't know that.
Wow.
A lot of times, that's what sends them into depression, because of the drug of instant gratification of thank you.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
It's
Damn,
amazing.
That's real.
That's real. It's amazing
That's real.
How it makes somebody feel when they know that you appreciate what they're doing. And entertainers are blessed with it. We're blessed with it because it's instant gratification, which is one of the reasons why social media is so big, because you send something out there and you get a response, so you get it right back. You put
Right
a
back.
picture out there,
Aha.
and you get it right back.
See, how about that? Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. You just set that up. That was my next song to play. Let's listen to it. Standing ovation.
Come on. I can't wait till you get home. You've been gone too long and I'm missing you so strong. You've been down for me throughout the years. No matter what went wrong, you would catch my tears. And you would always be there, doing anything for me. All the angels got sent to me, smiling me, and my day will get better. Make everything okay when we're together.
And that's Standing Ovation. Blu Mitchell, Blue Eyed Soul, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Let's talk about standing ovations in the literal sense of it, because one of the things about this business, as we see, Fergie just took a hit, baby. She's taking a hit right now. Okay. when it comes down to your audiences and knowing your audiences and carrying on, now as a soul singer, I said earlier, you have what I call that panty throwing voice, and that there is when you know that you singing to the demographic that okay, as a heterosexual man, I know women are your go-to, but let's talk about the fans, the women, and then the men folk. I'm part of the LGBT community, and I know an overzealous fan is an overzealous fan. How is it that you've been able to keep your fans respectful to you or whatever? For the most part, we cool. We understand you're human and this, that, and the other. But did you have those that that just get carried away? This, that, and the other. They live vicariously through your music and things. They done created this fantasy world, hanging on every note and thing, and then personalized you as their husband or whatever. How have you been able to navigate your way through your fan base?
Well,
okay, that's okay.
The best part of that.
I heard that, but okay.
The best understanding is navigate. That is the best word on the dance floor. Navigate. You definitely have to navigate your way through people's perception of who you are and what you are to them. As you say, you have something that's respectful. You have something that's not. You have something that's nice. You have something that's mean. I think it's easier to deal with the ones that are it's easier to deal with the ones that are I guess a little overzealous than the ones that are mean.
Wow.
Because you have to stay. You can't let them steal your joy. And it takes you to another level, and then at the end of the day, you always the one that's going to be looked at crazy because you're supposed to be the one that's supposed to be, even when they're disrespectful, you have to be able to be respectful. So the best word of the day is navigate. As my father used to say, you know where you've been, but you don't know where you're going.
Okay. Now, I have to say this because I would be remiss if I don't. And I know my listeners out there I'm part of the big boy community too. And see, in the LGBT world, we are, we're bears, we're big boys, with all of that. And I know oftentimes, we're quick to call somebody our husbands and things. So you don't know how many times that you've been somebody's secret husband or whatever, child. Okay, I had I told that to James Avery. I said, anytime you daydream and your wife got the call, you tell her that's one of us that snatched you.
That's funny.
Okay. But how in this day and age when the temperament is so sensitive, my community in particular, they're quick to throw up hate. They're quick to say somebody hating on them because somebody disagreed with them. Somebody may not like them. Somebody may decline their sexual advances or whatever. How is it that you're able to keep an even temperament? And then to keep yourself from becoming the next target? Because it sounds that way, and it sounds like I'm hating on my community, but I got to be real with that because I really believe that there are some folks out there, and I think women do it too because we hear it all the time in the sports world, those who go after the sports stars or whatever to make a baby so they can get part of that coin. But, in LGBT community, I really believe in order to prove a point, and to put out there, this what is now being deemed the gay agenda, I think that they will target people. So how have you been able to not be a target like that? To say, oh, he's hate, he's a homophobe, he's a transphobe, all that bullshit. How have you been able to navigate around that or through it?
Man or woman, if you don't respond to it or play with it, and they can see you can get anyone to respect where you're coming from by the way you carry yourself. Man or woman.
How about that?
You know, women will say, well, he won't leave me alone. That's because you haven't given that. There are people who will go above and beyond, you know, no matter what you do. But the majority, the way that you carry yourself. In my real single days, I'd be rolling up the side and see a woman in the car, and you could always tell when they had somebody because they never looked over. You could feel when somebody watching you, but they stayed focused, and they never looked over to acknowledge. And even if they did turn, they turned on back. So they gave you that understanding that look, she got somebody. She, you know,
right,
you know when somebody,
right.
you know when somebody's open. That's real talk. You know when somebody's open, and you know when somebody's not. So you just, you know, it's just the way you carry yourself.
All right.
And look, everybody can shoot their shot. That's just what everybody do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with anybody on that end. If I'm not eating what you serving, that's just what it is.
How about okay? Because I'm allergic to shellfish. Shit. Okay.
Real talk. That's real talk.
Right. All right. Well, here, you know, I want you to let everybody know how to get in contact with you, how to find your projects and carry it on. Where is Blu Mitchell, and how can I get a hold of him in all of his social media platforms?
The easiest way to get everything about Blu Mitchell is to go to BluMitchell.com. All of my social media is in there. All of the places that you can purchase, because you can purchase Blu Mitchell everywhere music is sold. Anything you need to know about a show, all of the elements of Blu Mitchell is on BluMitchell.com. That's BLU Mitchell.com. And I just, at the end of the day, I hope that I become, or that this record becomes a part of the soundtrack to your life. And when you're speaking about different situations and conversating about your journey, I would love for you to title each moment with something from my record, and something from my life that I've shared on this record, to be a part of yours. So, you know, that's all I want.
You know what, Pledge? You so fucking smooth, it's ridiculous, child. You're just smooth, and I dig that. I want to take this time and say thank you for coming on the show, and I'm going to let you have the last word by asking this question.
What's going on,
buddy? If you were to talk to your younger self, who you are now, if you were to talk to the out of the blue Blu Mitchell, what would you tell him?
When I was doing the Out of the Blue record, after I did it, I ran into this cat, and he said to me, look, if the decision you could have made as a young man would have probably been the better direction for you. And that decision would have been this. Do you want your talent? Do you want to be able to take your talent and be able to live day by day, pay your bills, live with no problem, take care of your family and everything? Or do you want to be famous? And I said, wow. So if I was to talk to my younger self, I would say, take your craft and make it your safe haven, and the fame will come later. If it don't come,
how about that?
If it don't come, you've gotten more out of the substance of your gift than most people do striving to be famous.
Wow.
Fame doesn't come with substance. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't come with substance. But your talent comes with substance. Your talent starts with substance, and we dilute it with fame.
Ha! Ha! That's a Facebook quote, and damn it, I'm in Facebook jail. I can't put it up there. That's all right. This goes in the archives, baby. I got to pull that. That is everything. We dilute it with fame.
We dilute it with
your
fame.
Talent is
because your talent comes
but
with
yet
talent.
we dilute it with fame. Damn, that's
fame.
good. Damn, Blue. Baby, yeah. Oh, you know what? Hell, that's it. I just want to. You just wow. You have to meditate on that. Meditate on that, 'cause that's rich. That there is rich. Oh God, that's rich. Boy, you just set me in a whole new space. I'm shaking over here. I am because I think of, you got all these little Instagram children, the YouTube children, and carry on. Everybody want infamy. They want famous. They want fame. They want fame, and they want folks to know them. But what do we know you for? World star hip hop because you beat somebody's ass all the damn time or got your ass beat. Is that what you want to be known for? You know what I'm saying? And then once your 15 minutes is gone, just like you said before, you have no standing ovation. You have nobody to sit down there. So then it creates this whole monster, and then all that takes root and it just breeds catastrophe. It breeds destruction. It breeds lifelessness. It breeds what I call modern-day vampires, because then they start to leech off of everything else. Now they, in order to become known and famous again, now they leeching and reaching, trying to become a part of something that ain't got shit to do with them. And then, you just said something there. All right. You know what? Because I could keep going. I'm going to let you get back to your day. And I'm going to say thank you for coming on Edition Your Tea with me. And with the audience here carrying on. This here, you just, man. Damn, that's good. Oh, that is good. That's real good.
I appreciate you.
Okay. Now, what I am going to do, I'm going to send you off with one more song from Blue Eyed Soul. And baby, what he say, child? It ain't about blue eyes, baby. Either you got it or you don't. Okay? Child, that's just everything for me. Okay? I'm going to leave y'all with anime. Okay? And on that,
much
honey,
love,
I love you. And I thank you all, honey. If you love me, tell a friend. If you hate me, tell an enemy. But do know this: one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that I'm doing will move forward. Blu Mitchell, Blue Eyed Soul, honey. Thank you for coming on Edition Your Tea with me and having a little fun. And anytime you need a platform, baby, as long as I got breath and I'm on this side of creation, honey, you're more than welcome to come back. And we could do this damn thing. And when you come to Atlanta, you better keep a hold of me.
Oh yeah. Did you get my drops? I emailed you some drops.
Okay, cool.
So
lovely.
Email,
okay.
I emailed you some drops.
Cute. Thank you, baby.
Much love.
Ha!
All right, dog.
All right. Much love to you. And much success, honey, for Blue Eyed Soul, baby, because you worked with me for this. Happy, y'all.
Who can your head that you couldn't get no sleep that night. Ever since that day I look towards heaven, 'cause I know that the still is my blessing. Been down for me whenever I need her. She was more than I could ever imagine. With a lot of style and grace, not just a big old booty with a pretty face. She classy, don't harass me, and buy her Louis all on her own. I call her enemy, and I ain't got a man. Who can love me like who can love me? Make me feel like a real man. Ride or die like I got my engine going on, light my fire like make me feel like a southern girl. Can I handle all this random pleasure? Mixed with whatever. When she talks to me, she sounds so sweet and sexy. That's what she said to me. That's music to my ears, 'cause I love my enemy.
Coca-Cola mixed with vanilla shake. The ultimate classic treat. Drinking a Coke float at Arby's will bring you right back to the good old days when you could get one for only $1. Like yesterday or today or even until this limited time offer's over. The Coke float. New to Arby's and now just $1. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.